Hello everyone, my name is MD Raihan from Alia University. Today we will learn about bricks. Constituent of good bricks. Bricks are most commonly used construction material. Bricks are prepared by molding clay in rectangular block of uniform size and then drying and burning this block in order to get a good quality brick. The brick art should contain the following constituents: magnesia less than 1%, alumina 20 to 30%, lime 5 to 10%, iron oxide less than 7%, alkyls less than 10%, silica 50 to 60%. Magnesia. Magnesium in brick art impart yellow tint to the brick. It is responsible for reducing shrinkage. Alumina absorbs water and renders the clay plastic. If alumina is present in excess of a specified quantity to produce crack in brick on drying. Lime. A small quantity of lime is desirable in finely powdered state to prevent shrinkage of raw bricks. Excess of lime causes the brick to melt and hence its shape is lost due to the splitting of bricks. Iron oxide. It imparts red color to bricks, improves impermeability, durability, and gives strength and hardness. Alkyls. These are exist in the brick earth in the form of soda and potash. If acts as flux in the kiln during and it, the alkyls remaining bricks will absorb moisture from the atmosphere. When bricks are used to masonry, silica, it enables the brick to remain its shape and impart durability, prevent sinkage and warping. Excess of silica makes the brick brittle and weak on burning, destroys the coherence between particles and bricks become brittle. Harmful substance in brick earth: lime in excess, iron pyrites, alkalis, pebbles, vegetation and organic matter. Size and shape. A brick is rectangular in shape and size that can be conveniently handled with one hand. Size of a standard brick should be 19 into 9 into 9 semi and 19 into 9 into 4 semi. Manufacturing of bricks. In the process of manufacturing brick, the following distinct operations are involved: preparation of clay, molding, drying, and at last burning. Preparation of clay. The clay for brick is prepared in the following order: unsoiling, digging, cleaning, weathering, welding, tempering. Molding. There are two processes of molding. One is hand molding, another is machine molding. Then drying. Placing the mixture in the mold sand, then mold coating, then placing the mixture into the wooden mold, then trimming process of the excess material, then sorting of the brick on the curtain floor at the workshop, then bricks left to dry, at last bricks sorted in a cage form. Burning. There are two types of burning. One is clamp burning, second is clean burning. Classification of bricks as per common practice. Bricks which are used in construction work are burnt bricks. They are classified into four categories on the basis of its manufacturing and preparation as given below. First class bricks, then second class bricks, then third class bricks, and at last fourth class bricks. First class bricks. What is the first class bricks? These bricks are table molded and standard shape and they are burnt in kilns. The surface and edges of the bricks are sharp, square, smooth, straight. They comply with all qualities of good bricks. These bricks are used for superior work of permanent nature. Then what is the second class bricks? Second class bricks, these bricks are grounded, molded, and they are burnt in kilns. The surface of these bricks is somewhat rough and surf is also slightly irregular. These bricks may have hair cracks and their edge may not be sharp and uniform. These bricks are commonly used in at places where brickwork is to be provided with a coat of plaster. Then third class bricks. These bricks are ground, molded, and they are burnt in clamps. These bricks are not hard and they have rough surface with irregular, disordered edge. These bricks give dull sound when stuck together. They are used for unimportant and temporary structures and at places where rainfall is not heavy. Fourth class bricks. These are overburnt bricks with irregular, sharp and dark color. These bricks are used as aggregate of concrete in foundation, floor, road, etc. Because of the fact that overburnt bricks have a compact structure and hence they are sometimes found to be stronger than even the first class brick. Classification of bricks per constituent materials. There are various types of bricks used in masonry. Common burnt clay bricks, sand lime bricks, calcium silicate bricks. Sand lime bricks, another name is also calcium silicate bricks. Then engineering bricks. Then concrete bricks, at last fly ash clay bricks. What is the common burnt clay bricks? Common burnt clay bricks are formed by pressing in molds. Then these bricks are dried and fired in clean. Common burnt clay bricks are used in general work with no special attractive appearance. When these bricks are used in wall, they require plastering or rendering. Sand lime bricks. Sand lime bricks are made by mixture sand, fly ash and lime followed by chemical process during wet mixture. The mix is then molded under the pressure forming the bricks. These bricks can offer advantage over clay bricks such as their color appearance is grey instead of the regular reddish color. Their shape is uniform with present a smoother finisher which doesn't require plastering. These bricks offer excellent strength as a load burning member. Engineering bricks. Engineering bricks are manufactured at extreme high temperature, forming a dense and strong bricks, allowing the bricks to limit strength and water absorption. Engineering bricks offer excellent load burning capacity, damp roof characteristic and the chemical resisting properties. Concrete bricks. Concrete bricks are made from soiled concrete. Concrete bricks are usually placed in facades, frames, and provide an excellent aesthetic presence. These bricks can be manufactured to provide different color as pigment during its production. Fly ash clay bricks. Fly ash clay bricks are manufactured with clay and flying ash. Fly ash at about 1000 degrees Celsius. Some studies have shown that these bricks tend to fail or produce pop-outs when bricks come out into the contact with moisture and water, causing the bricks expand. Test on bricks. There are 5 tests on bricks. First is compressive strength test. Second is water absorption test. Third is effluence test. Fourth is hardness test. Fifth is soundness test. Compressive strength test. The test is done to know the compressive strength of bricks. It will also called crushing strength of brick. Generally, 5 specimens of bricks are taken to laboratory for testing and tested one by one. In this test, a brick specimen is put on crushing machine and applied pressure till it breaks. The ultimate pressure at which brick is crushed in taken into account. All 5 bricks specimens are tested one by one and average result is taken as bricks compressive and crushing strength. Water absorption test. In this test, bricks are wedged in dry condition and let them immersed in fresh water for 24 hours. After 24 hours is immersion, those are taken out from water and wipe out cloth. Then bricks is wedged in wet condition. The difference between wet and the water absorbed by brick, the percentage of water absorption is then calculated. The less water absorbed by brick, the greater its quality. Good quality bricks that doesn't absorb more than 20% water of its own weight. Efflorescence test. The presence of alkalis in bricks are harmful and they form a grey and white layer brick surface by absorbing moisture. To find out the presence of alkalis in bricks, the test is performed. In this test, a brick is immersed in fresh water for 24 hours. It is not visible on surface its roof. That absence of alkalis in water. If the width layer visible about 10% of brick surface, then its presence of alkalis is in acceptable range. If that is about 50% of surface, then it is moderate. If alkalis presence over 50%, then the brick is severely affected by alkalis. Hardness test. In this test, a stretch is made on brick surface with hard thing. It doesn't left any impression on brick. Then it's good quality brick. Size, shape, and color test. In this test, randomly collected 20 bricks are stacked along lengthwise, width-wise, and weight-wise. Then those are measured to know variation of size as per standard. Bricks are closely viewed to check its edge and serve to straight and uniform its shape. A good quality brick should have bright and uniform color throughout. Soundness test. In this test, 2 bricks are held by both hands and struck with one another. If the bricks give clear metallic ringing sound and don't break, then those are good quality bricks. Structure test. In this test, a brick is broken or a broken brick is collected and closely observed. If there are any flaw, cracks and holes present in that broken face, that is not a good quality brick. Thank you for your precious time. With regards, Mohsin Jamal sir.